Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to AM News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Anieti Patrick. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Now the news. President Bola Tinubu has assured Nigerians that the ongoing restructuring of the country's security architecture will soon yield positive results. The president gave the assurance while meeting a delegation of the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN), led by its president, Archbishop Daniel Oko, at his Lagos residence, according to a statement by presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga. Tinubu said his administration remains committed to establishing state and community policing and urged religious leaders to work with governments to restore peace and stability nationwide. The federal government has confirmed that the explosion that damaged properties in Offa, Kwara State on Christmas night was caused by debris from precision-guided munitions used during a joint Nigeria-United States anti-ISIS operation in Sokoto State. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said the debris fell after airstrikes were carried out on ISIS enclaves in the Bauni Forest axis of Tangazi local government area following approval by President Bola Tinubu. He added that intelligence reports showed the locations were being used by foreign terrorists infiltrated Nigeria from the Sahel. In the meantime, the Sokoto state government has confirmed that a joint Nigerian and United States airstrike targeted terrorist enclaves in Tangaza local government area without recording any civilian casualties. The confirmation was made in a statement by the Director General of Media and Publicity, Abubakar Bawa. The state government welcomed the international collaboration, describing it as critical to degrading terrorist network operating along Nigeria's northwestern borders. The African Democratic Congress has criticized President Bola Tinubu over the U.S.-led airstrikes against terrorist positions in Sokoto State, accusing the federal government of outsourcing its core security responsibilities. The party's spokesman, Bolaji Abdullahi, questioned Nigeria's sovereignty and faulted what he described as poor leadership and over-reliance on foreign intervention to address domestic security failures. ADC has now demanded full transparency from the government, calling for a detailed report on the outcome of the strikes, including the number of terrorists killed and the extent of Nigerians involved. As Nigeria moves steadily towards the 2027 general elections, debates over economic direction and fiscal management are taking center stage. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, has raised strong concerns over President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's 2026 budget proposal, describing it as unrealistic and dangerous for the country's future. Political correspondent Ubong Usoro tells us more.
African Democratic Congress, ADC, has described the 2026 budget proposal presented by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a budget built on quicksand, driven by debt and what it calls wishful thinking. Speaking on Global Television political program Big Talk, the party's National Publicity Secretary and former Minister of Youth Development and Sports, Bolaji Abdullahi, said the document lacks fiscal discipline and economic credibility. According to him, a preliminary review by the ADC team of economists shows the 2026 budget merely repeats the failures of the 2024 and 2025 budgets, both of which suffered poor implementation and repeated revisions.
You have not met your production targets in the last 3 years since you've come. You've met your oil production targets. Number two, you are talking about $64 per barrel. What has driven the price of oil is also part of what you are seeing happening in Europe.
Abdullahi accused Tinubu's administration of running multiple national budgets simultaneously, a practice it described as unprecedented and a clear sign of fiscal chaos.
How the quality of life of the citizen, whatever you think you are doing, no matter how brilliant what you think you are doing, no matter how efficient you think your economy is running, In terms of your balance sheet, what matters in the end is, has it improved the quality of life of your citizens?
The ADC spokesperson expressed particular concern over the size of budget deficits, revealing that governments plan to generate 34 trillion naira in revenue while borrowing about 24 trillion naira. The African Democratic Congress says the 2026 budget, now before the National Assembly, is a debt trap disguised as financial planning. As the 2027 elections draw closer, the party insists Nigeria needs a new economic direction anchored on fiscal discipline, credible budgeting, and long-term sustainability. Ubong Usoro for Global Television News.
Police operatives have arrested 2 suspected bandits linked to violent crimes across Katsina, Zamfara, Niger, and Kwara states. During a covert operation in Kwara State, Force spokesperson Benjamin Hundeyin identified one suspect as Abubakar Usman, also known as Sidi, who was seen flaunting weapons and cash in a viral video alongside Shehu Muhammadu alias Gide. Police say an AK-47 rifle, ammunition, a motorcycle, and 500,000 naira cash were recovered from the suspects. The Labour Party has urged President Bola Tinubu to immediately sign an executive order enforcing local government autonomy. In a statement by its National Vice Chairman, Southwest, Dr. Arabambi Abayomi, the party accused state governors of undermining the Supreme Court's July 2024 ruling mandating direct allocation of funds to local councils. The party warned that continued delays threaten grassroots democracy and violate constitutional provisions. Every year, December 26 arrives quietly just after the excitement of Christmas Day, it is called Boxing Day. While the day is often known for sports, sales, or leftovers, its meaning goes much deeper. Sadia Yakubu brings us the details.
The name Boxing Day dates back hundreds of years. Traditionally, it is a day when boxes of gifts were given to those who had worked through Christmas, servants, tradespeople, and those less privileged. Churches would also open their donation boxes, sharing what had been collected with people in need.
The Boxing Day, in most cases, misconstrued to mean exchange of blows. And I believe that is the first notion that comes when it comes to the issue of Boxing Day. But far from it, it has nothing to do with boxing, it has nothing to do with the exchange of blows. It's primarily gifts you unravel the day after Christmas.
At its heart, Boxing Day is about generosity, not celebration, but gratitude. A reminder that after receiving, we give. Today, Boxing Day has taken on new traditions, but the message still matters. It's a day to slow down, to say thank you, and to think about others, whether through kindness, time, or simply checking in.
Boxing Day is the day for family celebration, food, good music.
Because I'm here with my family.
Okay, why are you here today?
I'm here to play with some of my friends.
Over time, the way we mark Boxing Day has changed. Today, it's known for family time, travel, sports, and modern traditions. Yet, the original meaning still resonates.
It's a day to slow down, reflect, and think beyond ourselves. A moment to appreciate what we have and consider others. While Christmas Day celebrates joy and togetherness, Boxing Day does the same. Boxing Day means exchanging of gifts with loved ones. Sadia Yakubu reporting for Global Television News.
In the spirit of Christmas, homes, streets, and public spaces across Nigeria are being transformed with vibrant decorations, from sparkling lights to festive ornaments. Christmas decor adds color and joy to the holiday season. Our correspondent Saadatu Garba tells us more.
Christmas decorations have become a central part of holiday celebrations in Nigeria. Across cities and towns, businesses, public institutions, and homes are investing in colorful lights, Christmas trees, and festive ornaments to create a cheerful atmosphere. In residential areas, families take pride in decorating their homes with lights strung across windows, balconies, and gardens. Many households also display Christmas trees adorned with baubles, tinsels, and sparkling lights, creating photo-worthy scenes that attract visitors and neighbors.
Christmas decoration, I think it reminds everybody that it's actually really Christmas. It has color and it makes the whole celebration a little bit more exciting.
Shopping malls, hotels, and commercial centers have also embraced the festive spirit. Giant Christmas trees, themed displays, and decorative lighting enhance the shopping experience, drawing in customers and creating lively environments for families and friends. Community centers and public spaces are not left out. Local governments and organizations often organize decoration contests, street light events, and festive exhibitions, fostering community engagement and cultural celebration.
Sometimes the way the lightning, somehow when you see the light, it gives you that memory that this is Christmas.
Retailers in the decoration business report a surge in demand for ornaments, lights, and seasonal decor items, reflecting the popularity of festive decorations among Nigerians. From traditional themes to modern and digital light displays, the diversity in decor options continue to grow.
Christmas decoration is good for house, for market. As person, if you do decoration for somewhere, it making everywhere beauty, smile. If another person see it, he can do it for his house.
Christmas decorations do more than brighten homes and streets. They bring people together, inspire creativity, and spread joy across communities. As the holiday season unfolds, the sparkling lights and colorful ornaments remind everyone of the festive spirit that defines Christmas. Sarah Tugarba for Global Television.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, says it is hopeful that the federal government will honor the recently reached agreement between both parties. ASU President Chris Pununa said the union will meet the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, in January to finalize implementation commitments. He noted that past agreements dating back to 2009 were repeatedly breached, fueling years of industrial disputes. You're watching the live broadcast of AM News. When AM News returns, Nigeria-Tunisia clash in top of the table AFCON encounter. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the side of this break. Please stay with us. It's good to have you back. If you just tune in, this is AM News on Global TV. In business, President Bola Tinubu has welcomed a $1.26 billion financing package secured for Phase 1, Section 2 of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, describing it as a major boost for national infrastructure development. The 55.7-kilometer stretch linking Eleko in Lekki to Ode Muni is expected to improve trade efficiency, logistics, and economic connectivity across coastal regions. The funding, underwritten by First Abu Dhabi Bank and Afreximbank Bank with ICICEC support, signals renewed investor confidence in Nigeria's reform-driven investment climate. The federal government says power supply has improved following the repair of the vandalized Lagos and Kravots gas pipeline by the Nigerian Gas Infrastructure Company. According to the Nigerian Independent System Operator, restored gas flow has boosted electricity generation across several terminal power plants nationwide. Authorities say the development marks a positive step towards stabilizing the national grid, with other plants on standby awaiting gas supply confirmation. The federal government has insisted that implementation of the new Nigerian Tax Act and Nigerian Tax Administration Act will begin on January 1st, 2026. Chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee, Taiwo Oyedele, made this known after meeting President Tinubu in Lagos. Oyedele said the reforms will ease tax burdens on low-income earners and small businesses while promoting growth and fairness. State governments and local councils have reduced their bank debts by about 547.5 billion naira within 1 year, according to data from the Central Bank of Nigeria. Figures show banking sector exposure to states and councils fell from 2.68 trillion naira in June 2024 to 2.13 trillion naira in June 2025. Analysts attribute the decline to increased federation accounts inflows and improved revenue allocations. And on the foreign scene, Ivorians are voting in legislative elections to choose 255 members of the National Assembly amid lingering political tensions from President Alassane Ouattara's controversy re-election. Opposition parties remain divided, with the African People's Party aligned with former President Laurent Gbagbo boycotting the polls, while more than 2,700 candidates contest the vote. President Ouattara's RHDP is favored to secure a strong majority, though a new political party, ADCI, is seeking to challenge the traditional power structure. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is traveling to Florida for peace talks with U.S. President Donald Trump following overnight Russian missile and drone attacks on Kyiv that killed at least 2 people. Ukrainian authorities say that near 10-hour bombardment underscores Moscow's lack of commitment to peace efforts as negotiations intensify. The meeting is expected to focus on a U.S. brokered 20-point peace plan and possible security guarantees for Ukraine. Israel has become the first country to formally recognize Somalia as an independent state. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu confirmed the move, describing it as historic and promising expanded cooperation in agriculture, security, and economic development. Egypt has rejected the decision, reaffirming its support for Somalia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Thailand and Cambodia have agreed to an immediate ceasefire following weeks of deadly border clashes that killed at least 41 people and displaced nearly 1 million civilians. Defense officials from both countries said troops' movements would be frozen and displaced residents allowed to return home. The agreement follows renewed diplomatic intervention after an earlier truce collapsed. And in sports, Nigeria's Super Eagles have sealed qualification for the AFCON 2025 round of 16 after a dramatic 3-2 victory over Tunisia in the top of the table Group C clash at First Stadium, with Victor Osimhen, Wilfred Ndidi, and Ademola Lookman all finding the net. The Super Eagles raced into a 3-0 lead through Osimhen's first half header, Ndidi's touring finish early in the second half, and Lookman's composed strike before Tunisia staged a late comeback with goals from Montasa Talbi and Ali Abid, forcing a tense finish. Despite sustained pressure and 2 late chances for the Carteret Eagles, Nigeria held on to move to 6 points at the top of the group, confirming an early spot in the knockout stage ahead of the final round of matches on Tuesday. The Nigerian Football Federation has dismissed reports claiming that FIFA has rejected Nigeria's appeal against DR Congo over alleged player eligibility violations. NFF Secretary General Mohamed Sanusi says the Federation has received no official response from FIFA regarding the petition filed after Nigeria's playoff defeat. The NFF insists the matter is still under review and maintains confidence in due process. Benin Republic have recorded a crucial 1-0 victory over Botswana in the AFCON 2025 group match to strengthen their chances of reaching the knockout stage. Defender Johan Roche scored the decisive goal in the 28th minute, capitalizing a defensive lapse to put the Squirrels ahead. Benin then displayed solid defense organization to protect the lead and secure all 3 points. Nigerian-American boxer Emeka Nwokolo has climbed to 10th place in the World Boxing Association's super welterweight rankings, moving up from 12th position. The 32-year-old Los Angeles-based fighter is now the only Nigerian in the WBA top 10 and only African ranked in the top 15 at 154 pounds following his successful WBA NABA title defense in July. Nwokolo, who holds a professional record of 17 wins and 1 loss, and owns 5 championship belts, says he is targeting a top 5 ranking and a world title next. And that's it on AM News. A quick reminder, the Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and StarTimes channel 276. Can you follow us across all our social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. I am Anieti Patrick. Bye for now.